Yes, sir. Get that off the screen, Mike. And we is live. We live, man. Welcome to the show. This is a special episode I got for y'all today. It's a little different. We got our first pro athlete on the pod to join us,
Yes,
man.
sir.
So I just gotta ask y'all one thing first. If y'all want to see more of these, first and foremost, like, comment if you do, and subscribe. Subscribe, let us know because we growing. Now, I'm gonna let my boy Chaz do the introduction because I feel like y'all the closest out of all of us here. So
I mean,
I'm
it's
gonna
Willie
let you. I'm
Dog
gonna
on
let you
Willie
go
Dog
with it.
love, man. Let me go ahead and add Sy to the stream.
It's William
So,
Dog.
yo, we got the pleasure today of sitting down with the one and only Sy Barnett. We're talking about a D2 national champion, one-time All-American, two-time All-Conference,
Real dog.
receiving yards, receiving catches, record holder at our alma mater, Davenport University.
Don't forget the punt record too. That's
The
not
punt record for longest punt, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, the list goes on and on. UFL, Arlington Renegades rookie, Sy Barnett. Welcome to the pod, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Appreciate it.
Welcome to the pod, Saquon. Saquon Tavius has made his appearance. You know what I mean? We're gonna do something a little bit special for you guys this evening, But I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here. Long overdue.
Yeah, we had to bring Saquon on the pod first for our first interview. I mean, it's a Willie Dog like me. He's a DU Panther like us. So it just made sense for you to be our first interview, Sy. So we're going to ask you a couple questions here. We're going to keep it rolling, keep it light, and really introduce you to the people out here. So let's start with college. You had a very interesting journey. You started out at Ferris State University, playing receiver and punter. Talk us through your decision on choosing to go to Ferris straight out of high school.
So it actually had a lot to do with kind of staying closer to home. I had some opportunities to go out of state. I'm a homebody, always liked being closer to home. Had a few walk-on opportunities out of high school at some D1s, and then obviously I had a lot of offers for track and field. I could have really chose anywhere I wanted for track and field, but kind of decided I had more upside in the football side of things. Also, was a little bit of a basketball player, as you know. Didn't really get a ton of looks for basketball. I missed my junior year of basketball season. I played only a few games, and obviously I transferred. We moved to Williamston, and that's where I finished out my career. But a big part of it was we'll kind of see where it comes to it later on. But a big part of the reason why I went to Ferris was because of Sparky McEwen. So he was the receivers coach at Ferris at the time. He was the guy that was coming in every day, recruiting me, trying to get me to go there, show up to some of my basketball games. He was very straightforward with his recruiting, which I liked. He told me that I was not good at XYZ, and he's like, if you come here, I'm going to make sure that you're going to be good at XYZ. So at that time, I really like criticism. It helps me obviously become better. Not a lot of people do like that, but I'm one person that loves it. I love hearing when there's things that I don't do well in, because it makes me want to feel like I'm going to do better at it. So that was one big reason why I went to Ferris. And then also another big reason was my boy Cooper Clapp, who's from Lansing area. Coop was already committed there, so he was texting. I grew up playing basketball with Coop, and he was like, "Dude, you got to come here. We'd be roommates." And then we obviously became roommates once we went to Ferris. But those were like the two things. I didn't know too much about just the D2 life. I didn't know really too much about Ferris's success, really. I was a big Michigan State fan, so I was kind of hung up in the whole like Big Ten, D1. So it was more or less just once I got there, realizing, what Ferris had at the time.
Weren't we all, man? Weren't we all Big Ten fans growing up, bro?
Yeah.
I remember the recruiting process, and really, that was the first time I really started learning about the GLIAC conference and realizing that The GLIAC is the best Division II conference in the country. So an opportunity to play in the GLIAC, you're going to get eyes on you. It's the SEC of the D2, right? You're going to get eyes on you. You're going to get an opportunity to play professionally. But real quick, bro, I just got to say this because you mentioned your basketball career. Y'all don't know. So I've been banging on dudes since he was in like 10th grade. Am I lying? Like,
I caught the highlight.
My first dunk was in 7th grade, and then my first in-game dunk was
7th grade.
Was freshman year against Hazlitt. Was my first in-game dunk, and then obviously the rest is history. I was usually dunking every single game.
So before we get back to the Ferris talk real quick, let me ask you this, bro. If you got offers like you did for football to play basketball in college, which would you have chosen, football or basketball?
So I did have some offers for basketball. I actually, when I went to Ferris, I was asked to be on the basketball team every single time I passed the basketball coach in the hallway because he knew all about me. So,
and that was Bronkema, right?
Yeah, I just decided, I don't know. It just depends. It depends on how it would have felt. I knew I had more upside in football because I played basketball all the time. Where football, I kind of took it as like a part-time sport.
I think we just had a reset. Yeah, we just had a reset.
Out too?
Yeah,
all right,
I think everybody.
I thought it was just me.
It cut out. So
I thought my computer broke out. I'm like, what happened?
They didn't want to hear about signing white b-ball pains, bro.
They want to hear that
again.
They ain't hear that. I ain't click you out this time. Usually it's me, but
man, kick me out again.
What you got, Mike? What you got? Talk to me.
Well, hearing this boy, obviously, you say he's from Hazlitt, right? He's from Hazlitt, right? Sy?
Say that again.
He's from No,
Charlotte.
I'm from Charlotte, which is a little country town in Lansing, south of Lansing, and then we moved to Williamston. My parents still live in Williamston, so I went to Charlotte and Williamston.
Dope. All right, so the question I had, obviously, I'm more of our spring football connoisseur, because in college that was the route I wanted to take rather than going big. It was wanting to play spring ball, and it was the AAF at the time was the hottest spring league, so that's what me and Sparky had talked about going when I was in school. But obviously, everybody know what happened. They closed that down. I was into that. But the question I had for you was obviously, when comparing a NFL rookie camp to a UFL camp, I would say, what are the biggest key takeaways that you can pull from either? Is it the coaching? Is it the players? Is it the type of talent? What is your biggest takeaway from each experience?
Yeah, I mean, when I was down in New Orleans, it was different than what I ever expected. I would say I did perfectly fine. Like as far as competing, I was a little caught off guard by the not the speed, but the amount of information that was provided. So, like when they dropped us the playbook, like day one, they gave it to us at like 9 p.m. at night, and then I had to know. It was all a foreign language to me, because you go from signals to then someone speaking 2 sentences to you for a play. So I wasn't really prepared in that aspect. So that was like kind of a big, but like now, like we have the same type of thing, and I'm completely fine with it because I knew what I was getting myself into. I would say the biggest thing that I've noticed, I mean, the talent, I don't think there's that much of a talent difference. I would say maybe resources. Like at the NFL level, you got anything that you need or want, like you have access to, whether it's massage or like a meal plan that sets up specific for your body type, the tracking that you have, even the facility. I mean, we're at Choctaw Stadium, which is unbelievable. It's the Texans' old stadium, unbelievable. But like the Saints was a whole nother level. Like they had the indoor, they had the outdoor, they had the grass field, they had the turf field, they had their own restaurant, they had their own football facility, they had their own weight room, they had like every single thing that you could possibly think of. Like they had it, and it was just for their team.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I don't know. I would say that's probably the biggest difference. Obviously, everybody that's like on my team is like we have multiple dudes who were in practice squads and active rosters last season. So, like the skill level's no different. Obviously, you don't have your big name superstars. There are some big name dudes who are playing in this
Louis
league.
Perez, man, he the XFL reigning MVP, man. He's a
Like there is some guys who were like known football players. Another dude that just comes to mind, I was talking to Chaz about it, was Vic Beasley. He's one of our guys. He was a eighth pick in the draft. In his draft class. Like there's dudes who are legit players. Just you don't have like the Patrick Mahomes and like those type of guys that are walking around. But there are
you got Marquette King on the team.
That is true.
On the team. You got so the one more coach. The question I got, obviously, I kind of slipped up, but how is it being coached by legendary coach Bob Stoops? You know what I mean? Like you hear about it growing up in college ball, just like we all like college ball growing up. You hear Bob Stoops, and then you hear the last name Stoops and hear his brother and things like that too. How is it being coached by him?
So it's funny that you say that because my dad is actually a diehard Sooners fan. So when he found out that when I got drafted to Arlington way back when, first thing that he did before I even knew anything about anything, my dad said, "Hey, you need to get an autograph from Bob Stoops." I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "He's your head football coach," and I didn't even know. At the time, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
And then obviously, I mean, he's a character. Lives up to all of his hype on his name. So he has a lot. He knows a lot of people, which is also pretty cool. Like our whole staff is filled with coaching legends, and like our OC / receivers coach, Chuck Long. Like he has a huge like on and on list of honors that he has. But that's every single coach on our staff. And I think that really comes down to having Stoops as our head coach. He's able to get the guys that, that most coaching staffs can't get just because he has those connections.
Dope. Appreciate it.
So I guess this is a good time to segue into Melly. I'm going to let you shoot one in after this real quick. Since we're talking about the pro game right now, when was it that you realized, okay, I actually got a shot to make this jump from college to the professional level, right? Like, I mean, your pro day numbers were crazy. I got it right here. 4.33 in the 40. 4.33, insane. Pro agility, you went 4.09. Vert, 40 inches. Broad jump, 10.11. Like, these are elite numbers, bro. So was that the moment where you realized, wait, my numbers stack up to all these NFL receivers, or was it before that or after that?
It was that punt down against us. That's what happened. He took that punt, and I was like, "Yeah, cuz different.
Cuz going to the league.
Cuz different."
Honestly, so I would even take it back further than me doing my pro day. So my first year of college, I was scout team. So got no field action, was a practice player, basically a practice dummy. I always knew I was like, I've never went against somebody that's been more athletic than me ever in my entire life.
Yep.
So I always knew I had an advantage when it came to pure athleticism. But that freshman year, I went against Javier Thomas. He is one of the best nickels in the NFL right now. He's getting paid unbelievable money, life-changing money. But he's also very good at his job. And I went against him every single day my freshman year when he was playing as a DB and I was a scout team receiver. So they always put me as, like in scout team, I was always the number one for whatever team we were going against. So they always had Tav man coverage on the number one, no matter what team we were playing. He never went in zone coverage. So I went against him man to man every single day. And I think at that moment, actually, I didn't even really realize at that moment until the next year when he was playing with.
And you see what Todd was doing in the league, yeah.
Yeah. When he was making plays in the league, I was like, man, I was going against him every day. I wasn't saying like I was dogging him every day, but from day one to the end of the year, like that last month, like it was pretty even match. Like I would make some plays on him. He would make some plays, but then seeing what he did, and I've still had 4 years of eligibility. That was when I kind of realized, like I have an opportunity to, play at the next level. I never really doubted that I couldn't. It was just really getting a chance. I know I figured out the hard way. It's really hard to, make that jump coming from a D2 school.
Yeah.
No matter what league it is, even if it's like arena football, like any type of next step after college coming from a D2 program, it's very hard. It's very challenging. You have your obstacles. It's just trying to overcome them. And then you have to just keep on grinding, like grinding. The grind to just get that day one is so much harder than people even realize.
Yeah.
But that's kind of my answer to your question, is when I kind of first realized was that freshman year going against Tavi every single day.
I'm glad you answered the way you did. This is gonna lead me into my question. So you said you was obviously athletically gifted. You was him out the gate. So growing up or like modeling your game as a receiver, who did you look towards? Like who would you say like you took pointers from, or like if any at all, because you were just already, you know what I'm saying, you already had the athleticism. Was you just like, I'm just go out here and do my thing, or was it guys you looked at?
So it's kind of funny because when growing up, I wouldn't really say, if I had to answer a question like that, I would be like, oh, Kelvin Johnson. That was like Lions fan, but like I really wasn't a huge football guy. Like I was a really big soccer player, and then I was a really big basketball player. So like basketball, I can answer that question even better growing up. But then obviously when I became more of a football player, I started to look at things a little bit differently, started watching some guys. Someone who I really liked, I wouldn't say I model my game after him just because I'm more athletic than he is. I run different routes than he does. But his journey is something that I kind of look at, is Adam Thielen. He came from a D2 school. He actually went to Minnesota Mankato.
State. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we played against them actually when I was at Ferris. But I would say I like to model my game after him. He's very good at route running, but I'm a little bit more speedy than he is. I don't know. I just feel like my game is a little bit more unique, like what I can bring to the table. So then I look more at like Taysom Hill, who's at the Saints. Like a little bit of everything. Obviously, I can't throw the football like he does, but like special teams aspect, like I bring a kicking aspect to it. I have my speed to be a gunner, but I can also play receiver. I have one passing reception that I've done. That was against Grand Valley State, so I can kind of pass it. But for the most part, like, it's not really someone that I look and watch. It's more, I more watch what I do and what I can do better than looking at somebody that, hey, let me try to be exactly like that, if that makes sense.
This is going to sound like kind of redundant, or it won't make sense to people, but some people play a position, like you grow up playing quarterback, receiver, but you just a football player is what it is. That's what we'll call it. Like you in the backyard, throw it up, put it up, you punting, kicking, catching the ball, you doing everything. So that's dope, man. You're definitely a unique player. And yeah, bro, I appreciate you for coming again. But I got another question if we're doing that. So I see you mentioned Calvin Johnson, Taysom Hill. This is more of a fun question. Build me like your receiver from the route running, speed, hands, and give me a build for like your perfect receiver mashup.
Perfect receiver. I would say speed. You got to go with Tyreek Hill.
Instantly.
Obviously, that's first person that comes to mind when you're talking about speed. Build. You know, everybody wants to go with the big 6'5", 6'6" dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna go with like Chris Olave, like a 6 foot, 190, runs a 4.42 or whatever the heck Tyreek Hill runs. He probably runs faster than that. He probably runs like a 4.1 something. What else we got? Hands.
I feel like this is one of the ones.
If you don't name a cowboy at some point, I'm gonna feel offended.
No.
Can I get CD for the hands at least?
No, if he don't name Jettas, it's gonna.
I'm gonna go with not a receiver. I'm gonna go with Rob Gronkowski's hands.
Okay.
I feel like not a lot of people would have said that.
I don't think I've ever seen Gronkowski drop a ball. Honestly,
that's why he's a pro, right there.
He used to catch it. He catch it in traffic.
Yeah,
we're fans most of the time when he's catching it. What else do I got? IQ? What were the ones?
Yeah, you could build it up. We building a mutant. We in a lab. We building something in the lab right now. So
go route running next.
Route running.
Yep.
Who do I like at a route runner? I'm kind of doing more newer guys.
It's yours.
As you should.
You know who was underrated though?
I kind of like Garrett Wilson's route running.
Okay.
Kind of like his route running.
But I feel like that suits your game.
I watch Hard Knocks too, so I like watched him a lot in the past. In the past like 6 months or whatever it's been.
Yeah. He's an elite red zone route runner. And you know it's a different art, right? Like I really appreciate watching Garrett Wilson's red zone work, bro. Like the fact that he can create separation, and even if he can get over the top of somebody in the red zone. I think that's what really makes him special, yo. So that's a good one.
Even I would say a combination of him and like Ocho. Ocho's off the line moves are ridiculous.
They in the phone booth. They can get you off in the phone booth.
Yeah.
Them feet.
I don't know. I would say that's probably my build if I were to build someone that could,
Now, if you could give him a name, what would you give him? If you could give him a name,
I give him Sy Barnett. Sy Barnett.
Simple.
I would have called him Saquon. But hey, that's me. That's me, and that's why I'm at the crib, and you down in Choctaw right now. That is why.
Yeah. So how's how that Texas life been treating you, bro? Since you came out, you went out there in February, correct?
So
left Michigan in February to go down to Texas.
February 20th or something like that. A few weeks ago, not too long ago. It's nice, dude. I could live down here for sure. The weather's nice. Like our cold days are like 55 degrees.
I wish.
Everybody's out. Like we'll be practicing, and every single person will be in sweatpants and sweatshirts, and then I'm like out there in my shorts and no sleeves. I'm like, dude, this is like perfect football weather.
Lovely.
What are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
Like today was like 85 and sunny. I already got my sunburn, so I already kind of have a little bit of a base tan going on. But the weather's nice, dude. I could definitely get used to it. I don't know about when it's middle of summer if it's too hot.
Yeah.
But for the most part, so far so good.
Yeah, man. I got two quick bangers of a question. We all gonna be there when you take on the Michigan Panthers in
Ford Field.
May. Of course, we'll be there at Ford Field. You know, we're gonna hold it down. So the question is, how do you feel about playing your first? Well, not first, but playing a professional game at home, because not many people have that opportunity to play like in their home state. And then the next question after that was just some more or less like an inquiry. How is the schedule like? Like, what's the day-to-day of the UFL right now?
Yeah.
Obviously, like you playing with practicing with like a few teams and things like that. Like, how does that go?
Good question.
So I will do the second one first. Our day-to-day is actually not too bad. So we'll go right now it's even camp too. So it's like the worst, but it's really not even that bad. Like we will leave here 6:30 in the morning. and then we'll have like breakfast treatment, and then we'll go right into special teams meetings. For special teams meetings, we'll do offensive meetings, and then we'll go out to the field. We'll have walkthrough, then practice. After that, we'll shower up, obviously, go get lunch. So lunch is right around noon. Then we go back into special teams meetings. We have a team meeting, and then we finish with offensive meetings, and we're back to our hotel around like 4:30. That's kind of every day. Some practices during practice time will either be full pads or we'll go into spiders, which is it's like a basically wearing foam and shoulder
soft pad.
Yep. Yeah, shorts, just so it's a little bit lighter, and then or we'll have just a normal walkthrough. Like today, we had a normal walkthrough, but tomorrow, instead of like our practice, we're going to have a joint practice with Houston. So they're going to come to the stadium, then we'll play against them.
My squad.
Be the same setup as what we've been doing. Just we'll be going against them instead for our team reps instead of going against our defense. But the days are pretty easy. They feed us breakfast, lunch, dinner right now, which is also nice. Then I'm just living the hotel life, dude, which kind of stinks. But then to answer your first question, I'm excited to play. One, there's I think 3 dudes who I train with back home. So back in Detroit, there's 3 dudes who are on the Michigan team. So that
where do you train at, real quick? In Detroit.
So I train at Impact Sports Performance.
Shout out Impact.
Yeah,
shout out Impact.
That's my guy. I've been training with him for like 5 years.
Producing dogs. Yeah, they produce dogs.
But he's my guy when it comes to training, especially with speed and agility training.
Yeah, tag him below.
Yeah.
Tag him.
But I don't know. It'll be nice to have like family and friends that are able to go to the game. I think it's like $30 or $40. I'm not too sure.
$22. I looked at it.
Yeah, it's fairly cheap. So that's kind of cool. They don't have to fly down to Texas just to watch a game. But I'm excited for it. One, for my family and friends to be there, and then obviously it's affordable for people to go, which will be nice.
Because we need that 86 jersey. I need that. I need the frame.
Well, I want to get 2 set on 86. I think I might be changing here pretty soon. I don't know yet. But we'll see.
111?
I don't know. But there's like 3 jerseys that are kind of like up for grabs, and we'll see.
Hey, tell me this real quick. Have you had a welcome to the UFL moment yet? You know, maybe in camp somebody really checked you off the line. You know, you wasn't expecting it. Maybe you got strapped in one-on-ones. What's your welcome to the UFL moment? If you've had any enemies,
don't have making the enemies just yet, man. The season got to start, bro.
No, yeah. I'm saying like, which one of his teammates really, made him wake up and realize, hey, it's go time?
Honestly, I haven't had that moment.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been doing pretty good down here, so there hasn't been like a moment where I've gotten smoked or like someone just locked me up in the line.
Yeah.
My speed and agility has translated pretty well. My offline moves have. I've been doing pretty good, to be completely honest.
Love it.
I know you see a lot of stuff like with NFL dudes. Oh yeah, I got matched up with whoever it is, and they like
Monte is perfect.
Yeah, so I haven't had that moment, to be exact.
Yeah,
I don't know. I would say more or less, like, if I were to say anything about it, it would be like first time meeting Marquette King, because I knew who he was.
Yeah,
he was like a whole different vibe day one. Obviously now, like, we're pretty cool, but like day one, he came in with sunglasses on, he had some chains on, and I'm like, damn,
superstar punter, nigga.
This dude got it.
That's Marquette. That's what you see on.
You ever get a few punts in with Marquette?
Yeah, we actually punt about every single day. So
right.
He'll be on one end, I'll be on the other end of the field, and we'll punt it back and forth. But yeah, I do punt with him almost every single day.
That's what's up, man. So we Arlington Renegades. I don't know what Mike is talking about with this Houston talk.
Hey,
I have no
ideas.
Yeah.
Hold up, before my man's was a Renegade. It was Houston, baby. Don't sleep. Don't sleep.
No, I have no allegiance to these teams, bro. So now that I got somebody that I know on the team,
I'm gonna do it here on the air. I'm gonna do it here on the air. Houston, you lost me. My man's a Renegade. If you want him, get him. You can.
I got my blue. I got my blue on, so
you can get me too. But as far as I know now, Saquon, you Arlington, I'm Arlington. We're going to do it. I'm not a Cowboys fan though. You ain't gonna give me their chance.
This ain't navy blue. We baby blue.
He down there in the city, man. He in Big D for real. Arlington and Dallas, the same thing to me, bro. He down there with the boys. I'm gonna send somebody your way. I'm gonna send Deuce Dad your way, bro. Have him check you out. You know, I'll hit Chris Daly, hit him in the DM. Hey, go check outside. But I got a real serious question for you, real quick. Let's lock it back in. I believe it was August or September, bro. You joined the 111 Fantasy League, and you said it was gonna be cake, and none of us knew how to draft.
How do I end this?
And you didn't even make the playoff, bro. You didn't even make the playoff, bro. What happened? What happened?
Look at the points. Dude, I was leading in the league in most points against. Look at that.
Not playing no defense.
No defense. I had no defense.
Straight off out here, man.
So everybody had they coming out party against you, bro. They had a Hall of Fame performance against you.
That was crazy.
That's how everybody. That's how everybody feel when you lose. They play
right.
He had that. Welcome to the 111 Fantasy Club moment, boy.
Yeah, he had that welcome to the 111 moment for sure. We made sure.
Everybody, you may think it's sweet, but go and join that league. You're gonna see what's really going on. We real fantasy footballers. We
drafted his team like, yo, I don't think I'm gonna lose. Like, I might go undefeated.
It's unearthed.
I had 2 stars get injured too, in my defense. But we'll see. We'll see how next year goes.
We'll see how next year goes.
But I got a real question though. Aside from that, if you could get any advice, and we probably gonna clip this right here. If you could give any advice to any kids, bro, coming up, freshmen, sophomores at a D2, D3 school, even a guy like a Mac school, if you give them any tips or tricks, you know what I mean? Besides, obviously, we know hard work is like that's that. But if you give them any nuggets as to how did you get to where you got to, you know what I mean? How can we use that and pass that on to them?
So that's a great question. Obviously, hard work is a big one, like you said. I think what's helped me out with my journey, which not a lot of people can think about it, or can say this, but to be a good person. So when I was in high school, my senior year, Sparky recruited me. When he knew I was in a tough situation, when I hopped in the portal for the second time, he helped me get to Davenport, make it smooth, but then also knew what he was getting. He was able to then vouch for me to professional coaches and administration guys, player personnel guys, like just the type of person you are. I think that goes a long ways. And then obviously believe in yourself. Like you can't get to the place where I'm at right now, or, you know, become a starter on your high school team or become a starter on your college team without believing in yourself. If you believe in yourself and you put your mind to what you want to accomplish, not only are you going to put the work in, but then you're going to get the results that you know you're going to be able to get. It's not whether you think you're going to get it. You have to know you're going to get it, and then know you want to get it. And then everything else just kind of falls in line. So if you're able to be a good person, meet the people, take advantage of the opportunities that are given to you, because sometimes you only get one opportunity. And if you don't take advantage of that, or you're not prepared for that one opportunity, it could all slip away and be the last time you get that opportunity.
Let's do it. Hey, that's good work. You hear that, kids? It ain't all about the things you do on the field. It's off the field. All right. Be a good human being, bro. if you're not a good human being, you got this thing called karma. And karma is just like taxes. They coming. They coming.
Well, Mike is saying that, and Sy gave a great answer to that question. I think in you talking about your battles with Tav as a freshman, just because you start out on a scout team as a freshman, I know you are. If you end up at a D2 or any of these other schools, if you D1, wherever you at, that don't mean that it's the end for you and you still can't be the guy. You still can do it, man. He gave a lot of game, even if it wasn't pertaining to like that question. If you go back and pick up on his answers and what he said, listen close, man, because you could pick something up, especially if you're in them type of situations. So.
And even to add on to that, so like I started out, I was playing at D2 school. It was D2 Powerhouse, but I played on a D2 scout team my freshman year. Mm-hmm. My next year, I was first team all conference. My second year, I was first team all conference. So my third season in. And at the end of that year, basically I broke my leg, tore all my ligaments in my ankle. Most people don't know that about me. But I was told that night that I was probably never going to be able to play football again. So I then had that mindset like that was my last time ever playing competitive sports again.
Yeah.
Then I had reconstructive surgery on my ankle. Basically took, I would say, 8 months for it to feel healed. And then I started having like major issues with my ankle. But this was during COVID, so we didn't play that next year. Like I was like, it would hurt to walk, hurt to get up. Anything I did to that was movement-wise, it was bothering me. I was like, what the heck? So I ended up going to get it looked at. I had my two screws that went through my ligaments and my tibia and fibula had like broken. So they were like rubbing together. So I had to get another surgery on that ankle to get the hardware out. And then obviously going back to the one answer about being the right person and just believing, like I had to, when I was not good, when I could hardly even jog. I mean, this was only a couple of years ago. Like this was this was 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. And I couldn't even jog. So it's like, I believed I knew I was able to do something and I put my mind to it. And 2.5 years later, really a year and a half later, I got a phone call saying, hey, we want you to come play with us in New Orleans. And then obviously now I'm here in the UFL to hopefully get back to that spot in 4 months. But I would say not a lot of people know about the injury. Obviously my people that are close know about my injury, but if you're able to believe in yourself, you could be in a spot where you think that you're in the corner and you got nowhere to go, and you can get out top of it when it comes to it if you really want to.
That's facts. I got one more quick little major question for you. So at Ferris State, y'all went on one of the all-time great runs on y'all way to a natty win, a great game in that national championship. Tell us about that journey, basically from the start of playoffs to winning it down in Texas.
Yeah, so they ended up winning it back-to-back. I was part of the first one when we won it all. Honestly, so I ended up getting banged up week 3 against Saginaw Valley. So I had to set out a couple games, and then we ended up we ran the football probably better than any team ever in Division II. We had Jared Bernhardt, who was unbelievable when it came to running the football. And our playoff run kind of just spoke volume. Like we didn't even really throw the football that much, and everybody knew what we were doing, and we still just dominated every single team. I know in the playoffs, I don't think we had one close game. I think every game was like 40 something to maybe 10 or 6. I know we beat Grand Valley, which was supposed to be a close game because we played them earlier in the year and we won by 1 touchdown. But we ended up beating them like 50 to like 10 or something like that, I think it was, or 45 or whatever it was to 10. But that was just kind of how everything happened. Like we knew we were going to win. And then the national championship game, like we came out and we already knew going into the game that we were going to score every single time. So it was just a matter of fact if they were going to score every single time.
Hey, y'all was hot, bro. Like it's funny, but y'all was hot, dog. I remember that. I remember that era. I remember that run. That's why I said it was a like an all-time run, bro. Because I remember y'all was touching everybody that was in front of y'all.
Everybody was getting touched. It was
everybody was getting touched by
Ferris. They weren't even opening up the playbook, like
not at all.
Like the plays that we ran, even during the season,
QB power all the way to the natty.
Yeah, it was just hand it off to Jared, read option, him pull it and run for 80 yards.
Yeah,
I know the first play of the game he pulled it. It was I don't even know if he was supposed to pull it, and he went for 75 for a touchdown. Crossfield.
Yeah. They say he was the Veer King in Florida.
Hey, that line was crazy, bro. Because I was at the Woods. Hey, Chaz, I was at the Woods Lounge, bro. The night of the game, they got the game on TV.
Yeah,
bro didn't throw a pass. He didn't throw a pass until like the second quarter. Like the stat line was insane, but they was up like 28-0.
Yeah,
nuts, bro.
And winning is great, but I'm sure that had to play a part in you hitting the portal, right? Like you finding an opportunity to where, you know, I got to let my skill set shine a little bit more at some point. You know what I mean? Like all for the team's success, but I got to get mine too. So I'm guessing that played a part in the fact that you transferred, right, to Sanford.
Yeah. So it's actually crazy. I actually was going to just be done. So I was going to be done. I was getting my degree. I had a few jobs that were lined up. And I was like, let me just give it one last shot. I actually did a pro day. And then I got a mini camp invite to the Commanders. So once I got that, I was like, man, I was talking to an agent. Like I didn't sign with an agent, but I was talking with them. They're giving me advice. And they're like, dude, just go back and play one more year. And I was like, man, do I want to do that? Put my life on hold. I have like a job lined up. And I was like, screw it. I knew if I didn't do it, I would regret it.
Yeah.
So then I obviously hopped in the portal. Want to go into a different offense, somewhere where they threw the ball, was in spread, get out of the triple option offense. So that kind of played a part into it. Just play a different position. Wanted to get a lot of like slot film, so inside receiver. And that was kind of what played a part into me heading the portal. Nothing to do with Ferris, nothing to do with like obviously I won everything that I could win at Ferris.
Yeah.
But just to get into it was kind of a me decision. Just playing a different offense, learn a different playbook. And then obviously the rest kind of speaks for itself with what I did. So that was kind of the reason that I went to hit the portal.
Y'all aired it out that next year at DU, man. I was tapped into those games. I'm like, we never threw it that much.
Bro, we was going back to the DU games. Mike, like, yo, is that Sy over there?
Yeah, that's
number one, bro.
Man.
Hold on, bro.
No, bro. The first game they played, I think, because y'all played Truman, right?
Truman.
Yeah, Truman.
Yeah, nah, bro. It was insane, bro. I hit the group chat like, hold up, when we get him? Like,
literally 5 days ago.
Like when we get
like, bro had 2 touchdowns. Week 1 was on the team for like 5 days.
He done, bro. He done broke 8 records. Had 2 touchdowns, 80-yard punt, damn the return one. I'm like, who's good? They done build him in the lab. Now I got a real question. Now this is for the real gamers out here. If you can give yourself a rating in a video game, what would that be?
In Madden.
So I'm pretty sure that I was on Madden last year.
Oh, let me get.
I'm pretty sure because I had one of my buddies send me a video on Snapchat of me on Madden, like on the Saints. I don't know if he created it. I don't know because I don't really play Madden.
What was the rating, if you remember?
But I want to say it was low. First of all, since I never played it down, they just be giving you ratings.
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure it was like a 59 or 61, which is crazy because I was like, all right, well, what's my speed? My speed's got to be in
the 90, 94 50, plus
50 or 60 or something. I'm like, all right, this is some bull crap. So I would say my speed should at least be a 90, 97, 98. I'm up there when it comes to speed.
They randomized you,
baby. 4-3-3.
Random, bro.
They hit you with the randomizer. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
He said he taking that in out. He taking that
But-
quick 600.
It's fun. It's funny how you talked about how you showed up to the Truman game, because I don't know if you ever heard about how Tyreek Hill showed up to Alabama State. Nah, they did something similar when they were just like, get out there. Because I'm trying to
West
figure
Alabama,
out
I think.
how
West
did
Alabama.
West Alabama? How did you figure out the plays, or like what was they telling you when you was going out there for that first game?
I showed up I showed up like a week. It was like a week and a couple days before the first game. And as soon as I left Sanford and was driving home, Sparky sent me the playbook. So I actually
real Spark Dog.
I actually knew what I knew almost. I think there was maybe 1 or 2 plays that I ran the wrong route or did something that I wasn't supposed to. But for the most part, like I knew exactly what I was doing. I knew every position. So I played outside and inside that game. But I knew what I was doing.
Okay.
And then like if I forgot something, like I was be like, dude, I don't know what I'm doing. Whoever that receiver was that was lined up next to me. But I would say I knew most of the plays. We didn't have a ton of plays in also.
Okay.
Which was crazy.
Classic.
But I was pretty good with the playbook.
A Davenport for you. Yeah, we
That's
start light,
what's
then
up,
we
man.
add on more.
Davenport big with starting light and then adding on.
We don't start
throughout
light
the
and add
season,
more. So
which I mean, we did that at
should we
every
bring
level too.
Sparky on to really explain that story as to how he called my man to give him the playbook? We need to get on Spark, man. Sparky,
did you ship a PDF or
did
you send an iCloud link?
Like
how you get my dog the playbook?
Come on,
You know how that stuff be on Huddle too. I mean,
Yeah, it was
our players.
Yeah.
I was in their huddle, like he was like, "You're in our huddle. Go look at the playbook." And then I was just kind of looking at it, and I was like, "Oh, it wasn't too bad. It was just concepts, but it was more or less learning the signals. That was the hard part." But they had like, who was it? There was one of the coaches that was just him just doing signals on the. So it'd be a play, like a drawing, and then it'd be him on the next clip doing the signal.
Oh, was that Didi or was that Travis? It could have been Travis.
I think they was going by then.
Travis
it was one of the GAs probably.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was.
You know how it is, 28. You know how we used to do. You know,
good sky high.
How we used to get in.
Yeah.
You know, we was in that, Chad, so you know how it goes.
Ben.
You know who was in that, but I know my boy got to get to his next meeting, so I don't want to take up too much of his time. But we definitely appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, we appreciate you for sure.
Kick off the UFL report. The UFL report, man. Tell your friends, tell your cousins, tell your uncles. The UFL, you need that pub. Come to 111, man. Come to 111.
Yeah, man. Hey, we're gonna definitely have you back at some point during the season. We're gonna have a little mid-season check-in with you, see how everything going. But yeah, bro, we appreciate you coming on for sure, man. This is it's been a pleasure. You gave out some great advice to a lot of young cats out there who definitely need it, high school, college, and some people who may be in that situation where they could be injured and considering coming back. So we definitely appreciate your time, brother.
That's a fact. Thanks again, Sy.
It's gonna be
all right, later, guys.
All right, brother.
See you later, bro. Your enemy. I think I mean
that was just us. That was just us.
Yeah, it's just us, bro.
No. You can ask me all the questions you want.
I ain't got no questions to ask you, nigga. I know what happened to you. I know the whole story.
That was a part of your story.
Yeah, I actually seen it. But nah, man. Yeah, that's huge, bro. Shout out to Sy, man. That was dope. We got our USFL expert.
There you go. Well, the thing is about their squad, but like they squad won the chip a year ago.
Yeah,
obviously, just like I said, they got the quarterback back, they got their squad back, they got the head coach back. So they're actually going up against the USFL champion first week. So you know what I mean? So we're gonna see how that's going.
That's the
who the better lead?
Birmingham.
About to see who the better lead. This AFC NFC right here.
So honestly, bro, like when you really look at that league, bro, what it could be, because I would assume that a lot of the teams that got kicked out in the merger are gonna come back once revenue kicks up again.
Yep.
And it's small things that you can tell, like I guess of why, like I believe that.
They cut out the worst teams, basically, bro.
That and the teams that really didn't have home stadiums. So
right, capital.
Like Monty team, his team got cut. The Stars, but the Stars played at Ford Field. So you know what I mean? Like the XFL teams had homes, but Seattle, which I believe shouldn't have got cut, but
yeah, they was
Vegas didn't really have. They had a home stadium, but it was at like a soccer field. I used to hear like people complaining and things like that too. So, but I definitely think this year, with it being the UFL and the exposure we'll get, mind you, this is one of the first major leagues to really put people on sports gambling, because they used to have a spread like a couple years ago. They used to have a spread
and the over total.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So this is a league that's always been forward thinking, and for us to have our boy tapped in, you know what that means for us. So it's dope.
It's dope. But it's time to switch gears. We had a crazy free agency opening couple days. So why not take it from the top? The big one.
Who the top? Is it Kirko Chains?
You know it's Kirko Chains. He 4PF now. He ain't Kirko Chains. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. You're right. 4PF.
4PF.
Yeah. So he goes down there 180 million to Atlanta. Arthur Blank is trying his damnedest to get back to that Super Bowl. It seemed like so he went and grabbed Kurt to man the ship. And we saw Raheem Morris wanted one right away. Cam Newton got a lot of flack for saying he got a great agent because he pointed out that Kirk has not won a playoff game like at all.
Everybody in the world talks about how great Kirk's agent is. Like, why is it a problem when Cam say something? That's why,
bro. Because Cam is a quarterback. Is he a quarterback? Whenever he harp on a mediocre quarterback, it's like he punching down.
That's what everybody.
That's what it seemed like.
And everybody want to like attack his character, like, whoa, you not in the league, but is he really trying to be right now?
He trying to get a contract. I'm like, he don't need a contract, bro. He making his contract on YouTube and being a podcaster right now, taking no hits. So I don't think he coming out of jealousy. He did everything Kirk wanted to do. So
no, for real.
I feel like that's mostly casual fans, and like Kirk is universally loved as a human being. So that's one.
And he's also universally hated too. Like there's a lot of Kirk Cousins haters, but it's like the league.
I say
Kirk has checked every single box for a lot of these GMs, right? Like all they need is hope that you could possibly just provide good, solid quarterback play. What owners hate the most is coming to their stadium on a Sunday and seeing a quarterback throw multiple interceptions and fumble and just throw games away when, they pour all this stuff into their franchise. So Kirk is the type of guy to these owners that they're like, oh, shoot, this guy checks all these boxes. He's going to lead by example. He don't turn the ball over. He always has one of the highest turnover or touchdown to interception ratios. So it's like, yeah, Kirk is not elite. Yeah, Kirk does not have the playoff success, but it's easy for any GM or owner to convince themselves that Kirk can be that guy for their franchise. Well, maybe if we get him down here, he can,
you got to think though, bro, before he got hurt, his numbers was crazy this past
year. This was his best season.
Like that was without Jettas. So I understand if Kirk is healthy with them young guys who they got, you know what I mean? Drake London, the Bijan, them folks, all it takes is for him to have an inkling of whatever he had. He's like, he good, because they believe that they was a QB away from being where they are supposed to be. Yeah. And if I'm Raheem Morris, do you feel comfortable going after a rookie or a guy like Justin Fields who was like tossed up in the air? Or if I'm a new head coach, I'm going after a dude who proved it to me, a vet,
trusty vet.
I'm gonna go after him. You can't get mad at that.
Especially a guy like Raheem Morris on his second go round. You know what I mean? He's a retread coach, bro. He needs success and he needs it now. He can't take that chance on Justin Fields.
because like if you don't, he's not gonna have a job. And everybody was trying to hate on that. Like, you should have got this, you should have got that. But you gotta think, man, new head coach, he's trying to keep his job. The last thing he needs is a guy. Last thing he needs is a guy in 2 years that's gonna have him on the chopping block. You see what's going on in Carolina.
I love that you talk. I love that you talking like this, Mike. I love that you talking like this because a few months ago we had a similar discussion about Michigan State. About Michigan State and they hired.
Ain't the same shit. Not the same shit. What the fuck? So don't even play that bullshit because what Michigan State need to do in a new competitive Big Ten is get a coach.
Is swing big, huh?
Man, we need Big Dick Willie out there.
I'm with Nelly on this one.
Yes,
you already know where I stand on that.
You need to keep your job, Raheem.
Don't even none of that.
Oh, that energy different in Sparty though. In Sparty land,
it's different in Sparty land because I'm tired of getting my ass whooped. That's why it's different. I don't give a
especially when you see Big Bro fresh off a natty. Yeah,
fresh off a natty. But we got another one, bro. Josh Jacobs leaves town from the Raiders and he goes and signs with the Packers. In turn, the Packers said they wasn't going to release Aaron Jones. They send Aaron Jones packing, and he takes his ass across the border to Minnesota against the Ops. Now he's going to play him twice a year.
A lot of people going to the Ops this year, bro. A lot of people going to the Ops.
Patrick Queen, for example, leaving the Ravens to the Steelers. That's like real beef.
Real beef.
Hey, let's stay on Josh Jacobs real quick. You know what's funny is like Aaron Jones, I believe after they got rid of Bakhtiari, like Aaron Jones was the oldest player on that roster. Like the Packers keep getting younger and younger, bro. Like Josh Jacobs ain't a rookie or nothing, but like at every single position they keep getting younger and younger, bro. And they're going all in on that young model future.
That's how you stay.
They're about to build this offense around J Love and these young weapons, man. So
4 years, you better build around him. Shoot.
Yeah, I like it, man.
Bro.
He missed a lot of years. He missed a lot of games last year, bro.
Who?
So Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones.
Oh, Aaron Jones, yeah. Well, they actually
he does every year.
Take a 50% pay cut.
Yep.
Shit. 50%.
Yeah, you only play 50% of the games. You only get 50% of the pay. Get out of here.
Boot me at 50%. Fuck that. Somebody paying.
I believe Aaron Jones' contract. This is fresh off the dome, bro. I believe he signed a 4-year, $64 million a couple years ago. So yeah, it was about time to go ahead and chop that down. Even though the salary cap went up by 30%, or by 30 million. Sorry, the salary cap went up by 30 million, which is why you're seeing so many people get all these big contracts. Like people are tripping about Saquon's money and all these big deals. But like if you got 30 extra million to play around with, bro, like yeah, okay, now it's time to spend it, bro. Because I mean, you got to.
On top of that too, Green Bay drafts really well. They draft well and they prolong those contracts out for like 2-3 years where you don't gotta pay those guys now. You paying them year 3, year 4 because they got a Christian Watson, them young receivers. So they holding it down. So like if you a guy like Josh Jacobs, hell yeah, I'm going to the Packers. Hell,
yeah,
like,
it's a well-run organization.
They
ain't want you over there in Vegas for real.
And Dylan is potentially a free agent too. So you getting that real workhorse action?
All the action.
You talking to the Cowboys?
Yeah, AJ Dillon's talking to the boys.
Yeah, y'all was on bullshit. What the fuck? Y'all tied a long snapper. Yeah, give me
look, bro.
Man. What's the
let me give you the quick rundown of how things work in Jerry World, bro. Every year of my life, I sit here during free agency and I just chill and watch what other teams do because Dallas never makes a move. And when we signed Stephon Gilmore last year, I was like, wait, what? Maybe things are changing in Dallas. And it's like that was like the biggest free agency signing of my lifetime, besides probably Terrell Owens. So it's like Dallas is never a participant in free agency. And I'm not really even tripping about it because like free agents they rarely make a big, huge difference on teams, bro. Like what free agent is really sticking with that team for a long time and actually like making a big difference, bro? It don't happen in free agency. It happens in the draft and it happens through trades. It doesn't happen through free agency. So I'm not tripping,
bro.
Tom Brady was different, bro.
That's how they move.
Y'all put him out.
He don't count.
Put him out. So
he played 20 years in the same organization. He don't count.
Yeah.
That nigga definitely.
But
So,
we
yeah,
got
I'm
we
not
got
tripping.
more. We got more news. We got more news.
Russ.
Russell Wilson has left town. He left the AFC West where he was getting smacked around. Now he's gonna go to that to the AFC North and get smacked around.
We're going to the ghetto.
The ghetto.
Gulag, boy.
So him and Kenny Pickett, I believe, is gonna split this season. I don't know what the portion is gonna be, but
what do you mean split?
I don't think neither one of them gonna make it through the full season healthy.
Who?
Why you say that?
Russ and Kenny Pickett.
Russ don't miss games for real, bro.
But that's how it been like the past couple of years. But
look, Russ might end up being comeback player of the year, and I don't even know if he can be that. But he might revive his career, bro.
Facts.
I'm not.
Is he gonna have a good?
I'm not forecasting
defense,
for Russ.
And he gonna be out there doing his.
You know what else he gonna have, Mike?
City?
You know what else he gonna have? Think back to 2021 or 2022 when the Titans were the number one seed in the AFC. Arthur Smith. You got a good run game, a lot of good offensive talent around you, and a great defense and a defensive head coach. If Arthur Smith can get back to his good old Tennessee bag, and
he's a good coordinator.
You say he's a good coordinator?
Arthur Smith, yeah, he's a good coordinator.
Yeah, he's a good coordinator, bro. He's a better coordinator than head coach. So if he can get back in that flow, man, I think Pittsburgh can actually shock some people, man. I think they can. I'm not gonna say win the North, but I think they can get into the playoffs and possibly be one of those.
I told you all a year ago.
Upsets.
Mike T gonna do that. He gonna right the shit every time. He might sneak into the playoffs, but he don't lose. He don't lose a lot. So, well, the thing is, though, I think Russ also as a player, he identifies real talent and knows how to use real talent. Like Pickens has at this point shouldn't have a reason to be upset with a guy like Russ, because as you see in the past, he's used Lockett, DK, Sutton,
Doug Baldwin,
a couple years, like Doug Baldwin. Like, you got a real quarterback now. Now Pickens is the kind of player you piss him off, he might come in playing future in the locker room just to piss him off more.
Oh yeah,
is he that petty? But overall, he should be truly happy about the quarterback that they got now, and they still got a nice run game too. So,
Chaz, how you feel? How you feel about Tony Pollard leaving town to go to the Titans?
Didn't move me 1 inch, man. Like, I was expecting it because we franchise tagged him last year. That was us letting him know, like, hey, we like you, but now we're about to give you the keys and see what you can do. And what did Tony Pollard do?
Yeah, 1,000 yards.
Not much, bro. He didn't have a great season. Dallas had to literally become a pass first offense to succeed. We had to put the health and wealth of our franchise on the shoulders of Dak Prescott throwing the ball 40 times a game. That's not going to win us a championship. I already told you how I feel about that. Dak is better when he's able to game manage. So with that being said, man, I love Tony. I love what he did for Dallas in Dallas, but I want to get younger, cheaper, more explosive. Give me Blake Corum, and we're all good, bro. Like, I'm not tripping about Tony
Blake Corum for the longest.
Let me get Bloody Blake, bro. Let me get Bloody Blake.
Deuce Vaughn.
I'll take Deuce.
You really think that's going to
happen? Shout out to Deuce. Yeah. Nuke, boy. Nuke Vaughn. He taking first string snaps.
Yeah, but he needs somebody else with him. If it's Deuce and AJ Dillon, now we talking. Now we talking, bro. We got Timon and Pumbaa, man.
Y'all can have a real stocky backfield if y'all scoop Blake too. Y'all just
facts.
Hey, he going to the Chargers, bro.
All right. Gabe Davis goes to the Bills. Not to the Bills. He leaves the Bills, goes to the Jaguars.
The speed down there. I like that because they obviously want to replace Calvin Ridley. But I love that with Christian Kirk. All that speed down there gonna be nice. That's gonna be nice. Now the thing is, can they hold it down? But because they gotta see us twice a year.
Yeah.
But that speed but if you're a quarterback like Trevor Lawrence, you got ETN, you got Kirk, who was playing really well before he hurt his balls, and then you got Gabe Davis and everything else, and Ingram, you got weapons. I don't want to hear any excuses with Doug Peterson. I don't want to hear any type of excuses, bro.
I think his weapons was never to call in question. I think it's decision making. But Christian Wilkins signs a 4-year deal with the Raiders. 4 years, $110 million.
Yep.
Smart play.
It's money, bro. It's bread for Antonio Pierce because he's seen how he was able to touch Mahomes in that Christmas game when they beat them. And it's like, okay, this is the way that I can, beat Mahomes. This is how we seen him get beat in the past, is when you can get to him, get in his face all day long. So why not free up Mad Max Crosby by bringing in Christian Wilkins?
Push the pocket.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
The thing is, too, bro. Go ahead, Chaz. Go ahead, Chaz.
I was gonna say, people saying that they overpaid for him. Once again, the cap's up $30 million, and plus, this is a real impact player. This guy can change the way you play defense. So I don't think he's overpaid or anything. I think it's a great signing.
I was just about to highlight that. If he gonna beat Mahomes, it's gonna be the teams that see him twice a year that's gonna give him the most help. Sorry, just like you said, Chaz. Push the pocket, boy. Because Pierce with that defense, they was already pretty good, but now you free up your star. Yeah, it's gonna be.
No, it starts up front. They need pressure. Patrick Mahomes does not like pressure. You got to get him off his game. You got to get him frustrated. So we got another signing, bro. Leaves the Cowboys, goes to the Commanders.
You cut out. I didn't hear who you said.
Those shit definitely cut out.
My bad. Tyler Biadasz, former Cowboys center, signed to the Commanders.
Oh, Tyler Biadasz, Dorrance Armstrong, and there's one other guy we lost to the Commies. Like, honestly, Dan Quinn just taking his whole defense. Like, all the pieces he could, he taking them and he bringing them with him to Washington, man.
He on the line.
Just like I would.
Dorrance Armstrong was one of the most slept on DNs in the league, bro. I thought he was phenomenal for us last year. Biadasz, not going to really stress about him, man. He wasn't great. He was solid. He was solid at best. He was a C+ center. So we'll be fine. But yeah. Good for the Commies, man. They just need good ball players in the building.
I forgot something big, bro.
There's Saquon?
Saquon left the Giants.
I mentioned him earlier, man.
Yeah,
he's dead to me.
I know
he's dead to me.
He's dead to me.
He says Tiki Bar. Get that bag, brother. Tiki Barbie, bitch. That's how I feel. You dead,
man.
To me. All right.
You playing good house Negro for these people. They don't care about you, bro.
They don't give a fuck about you, boy.
Bro, man, chill on Tiki, man.
Brother.
No, I'm not chilling on Tiki, bro.
Chill on Tiki, bro. Tiki feel how he feel. He can feel that way.
No, he said what he said, bro. That's crazy.
I used to look up to him like as a kid. They had that book.
That book with him and Rondé. Yeah,
it was hard. So look up to him, bro. But the little comments like that piss me off, bro. Because you gotta understand, how you gonna get pissed at Saquon for leaving his team to go to a team that one wants to pay him, but two, the team that paid Daniel Jones over him? How you not mad at the organization? How you mad at him?
And Caleb said it best. Nick Sirianni is a great player person. He's great at player personnel. So what better than is upgrade at running back? Swift was good, but Saquon is game breaker.
Look, man, this is a story as old as time for me. If you're good in the NFC East and you're having trouble with your franchise, the Eagles gonna pick you up, bro. They're gonna take you. I mean, they did the same thing with DeMarco Murray, bro. They snatched DeMarco from us. And what we do, we went and grabbed Zeke. So hey, maybe the Giants will go grab maybe Brooks or somebody, maybe the next best back in the NFC East. Because DeMarco instantly became irrelevant the second he went to Philly. So I'm hoping the same thing happens to Saquon. I don't hope he gets hurt. I just hope that he goes there and he sucks.
The Giants, they gotta understand that you paid a quarterback who didn't play a third of the season last year.
He was fresh off a playoff dub though.
Yeah,
on the road, a road playoff win.
He would have got that franchise tag. I
would have too. But
yeah, that's personally, I agree with you on that one, man.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that too. But it's like, what do you want them to do? Like, at some point, it feels better as an organization to know you got your guy. And they still weren't sure on Daniel Jones, right? They only gave him 2 years worth of guaranteed money. But, like, you got a brand new coach in there. He got a guy who he just won a playoff game with after you've been a dumpster fire and hadn't been to the playoffs in 5 years. You got to reward that guy. What does it say about the organization if you don't? If you franchise tag Daniel Jones again after having a season like that where he was like second or third in the league in rushing yards, like, come on, bro, you had to pay the man. But like,
I'm tagging his ass.
It just had to be that way.
They couldn't block for dog either. They broke his freaking neck.
Yeah, that was no,
bro. Because at the end of the day, because it was between him or Saquon, and I believe that Saquon had more value. Now, you're not wrong. Having a quarterback in this league is important, and the value of his head coach was equally important because obviously that's what really transformed his career that year. But how things have played out, the GM, the head coach, and the quarterback are going to be out next year if they don't perform. So, at the end of the day, my nigga, they're going to be doing the podcast with us.
I think Dayball will be fine, bro. But it's like I can't say that Saquon is more valuable than Daniel Jones at that point. I can't, bro. Like, yeah, Saquon was a dog, but like you got to remember a year before that, he had tore his ACL, bro. Like Saquon ain't, I mean, he's a dog, bro. Don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, he's still a back, dude. Like, I'm not gonna say he's more valuable than a quarterback there. A quarterback who played very well that year too.
Let's talk about your boys, Mike. Let's talk about y'all boys. Y'all scooped Jeff Okudah on 1 year.
Mixing it up.
I thought just like Caleb said, I thought we was trying to win. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is this? Hey, Jeff Okudah trying to revive his career. Houston should not be the place to do that shit. Send his ass to the Commanders, man. Hey, but at the end of the day, bro, at the end of the day, he was a top 3 pick. There's a glimmer of hope. I believe in D'Amico. If he believes it's there, I gotta believe in his vision. Sorry,
right, exactly.
But
you on 1 year, y'all ain't commit to him for real. Like
that's what I'm saying. But I'm not even worried about that. I'm worried about One Punch Joe
mixing it up.
That's who I'm with. One Punch Joe, Damian Pierce coming down the pipe, banging shit, and we play action that ass over the top to that boy, Nico Collins, that boy who used to be in blue, who down there with us. And y'all got to think, bro. We coming with new
Tank
jerseys
coming back
this year too.
Tanky.
Tank Dale coming back, new jerseys. Oh, he's still gonna be live. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
so the Devin Singletary move ain't really even. That wasn't even a.
I hate it for y'all that the worst part about the Houston free agency so far was the fact that y'all had to lose Jonathan Grenard, bro. Like,
yeah,
that was the worst part about it. But
yeah,
like Sheila was just telling me, like, you kind of replaced him because you picked up y'all picked up a defensive end. I can't remember who it was.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
It was
from Bucks, I think, right?
Was it? No, I think it was man, it's gonna kill me.
It's on my ESPN.
Niggas just gotta check Shefty at this point. I feel like it was Za'Darius Smith.
Probably.
Y'all definitely grabbed a solid DN and replaced Grenard, but Grenard had more production than Will Anderson last year, man. He was a good player. So you hate to see those type of guys walk out the door.
Yeah, you hate it. But at the end of the day, just like we talked about though, man, it's a league, just like you had said earlier, bro. Like I said, accordance to sign things. When you eat, you gotta get paid. You gotta get paid. So like at this league, when we already know when you were a great team, they gonna pluck you. And the only team that I've seen that are able to keep players like at this point is the Chiefs. And that's because Patrick, other news, just restructured his contract again.
Yeah.
For another $22 million to try to run it back. So
until
we get there, we're gonna just keep getting plucked up. And that shit is what it is.
Yeah, he taking a page out of the Tom book on that one.
Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Hey,
he got so much off the field. He got so much off the field money, man. He can go ahead and do that.
He Mahomes and Mahado.
MVP, most valuable bundle.
Mahomes and Mahado.
the MVP.
And that could be funny as fuck.
Hey, Jim Harbaugh has made his first free agent signing, and his former Ravens running back Gus Edwards.
The bus. Gus the
So
bus, man, on the pill.
Yeah, I'm seeing where we're going with this one. I think the ball gonna be ran a little bit more.
He built a Michigan West.
He built a Michigan West.
Michigan
West. And first of all, he got the D coordinator over there.
Yeah.
And he called up Harbaugh. Hey, Hey,
it's the Los
hey,
Angeles
bro.
Wolverines. Let's stop playing.
Hey, bro. Give me Gus. You finna go get that nigga Derek. Just give me Gus, bro.
I already know you about to go get Derek. Just let me get Gus up off you real quick.
Just give me Gus real quick, because I'm gonna go grab Blake, and we're
gonna use him. I'm gonna show you how to use him.
Them Navy Blues coming back too.
Facts.
You know they
just wait. Them Navy Blues coming.
Hey, and then he released Mike Will. Feel bad, but I think.
Oh, he did. I didn't see that.
He released Mike Will today.
Wow. He can't get right, bro. That's his issue. He can't get right. Very talented player, bro.
Yeah.
But the thing is, bro, this draft is so deep. He just might get Lad McConkey. He'll fuck around and get Lad McConkey and turn him into a star, bro.
Facts.
Lad McConkey
That's a
already
hardball
a star.
type of player.
Man,
He'll just grab Roman Wilson. We cool. We don't need that. Bring Roman home.
Go on Scoop Side, man.
Go on Scoop
Side. We gonna campaign for that shit right now. Hey, Hardball, go on Scoop Side, man. Let's do it.
Scoop Side. That'll be your Roman Wilson right there.
Right there, man. Scoop the book.
All right, dog. Browns re-signs Darius Smith. Look like they keep that defense.
Oh, the Browns. Why you talk about the Browns? The great Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Hey, Booski.
J-Bo found a new home. He won't be able to start, sadly. I think the league is better when Jameis is a starting quarterback in the league. But, man, J-Bo going to Cleveland, it's a disaster waiting to happen, and I absolutely love it because it's going to be a beautiful disaster, bro. He going to think he's the captain of the team and shit. Like, it's going to be great. So, yeah, I'm all in on Jameis in Cleveland.
Y'all boys just Cowboys just signed Eric Kendricks.
I peeped that during the side interview.
That don't move.
I ain't like have my phone. I ain't have my phone. So.
We needed a thumper though. We needed a thumper linebacker to run this Mike Zimmer defense. We got all light bodies right now, so we needed a thumper.
Joe Flacco, man. Hey, he
Colts.
does it again. That boy's on the Colts. He does it again.
Ah, man.
He does it again.
Oh,
I thought the Colts would be a nice spot for Justin Fields, but go ahead, Melly. My bad.
Oh, we're just talking about guys restructuring. Fred Warner took a pay cut, and he's now making a vet man to free up some cap space for the 49ers so we can make a few more signings.
The vet man?
He better than me.
He restructured down.
So
he's making the vet. Like, so he moved. He basically like delayed his money, so he will be making the vet minimum this year.
Them niggas cheating, bro. This is how y'all keep getting everybody, bro. This is why y'all able to sign a Chase Young mid-season, bro. Y'all niggas be cheating, dog. I'm straight. Fred Warner's the best middle linebacker in the league, and he's making a vet man. Come on, bro.
This year.
Look, come on, bro. That's against the spirit of competition, bro. That goes against the spirit of competition. I'm straight, bro. I'm out.
No.
But we also get Leonard Floyd. So I'm assuming Chase Young gonna leave town because we gonna get
he out of there.
We got Leonard Floyd scooped up.
Chase Young coming to Detroit.
And we got a D tackle from Cleveland too. We just signed. I can't remember his name exactly, but
Chase
Young and we kept third in Jawan.
Yeah, nice. Y'all gonna keep third in Jawan. Y'all gonna keep that motherfucking offense.
That's the cornerstone.
Them niggas not going nowhere.
To talk on your youth check point, I mean, what other offense is youth check gonna thrive in? So he really was like, you gonna leave?
He would have found a way, bro. He too useful. He'd have found a way.
But
he remind me of Dallas Clark from Indianapolis.
That's a deep cut. I like it.
Yeah.
He remind me of Dallas Clark, where he's just an athlete. You know what I mean? And obviously then they use fullback more. But when you got a guy like you should check on your team, bro, you can really plug and play him anywhere.
He in a unique spot. He kind of in like
him on the Chiefs.
I'm talking about like value, right? Like you take Patrick Ricard off the Ravens. Of course, he's still a good blocker, but like would you take him off? But would you take Juszczyk off the 49ers? Would he still be like the same amount of value? Would you use him the same way?
I think so if he's in the right place, right? Like it would have to be like the Rams, bro. Imagine him and Kyron Williams. You know what I mean? Yep.
Yeah, you can't ship him anywhere. You can't ship him anywhere though.
They'll use him well.
Miami,
they're using well down there. Like it's those McVay, Shanahan, tree kind of dudes that are using well.
Right.
They use him well. But he's a great guy. But y'all, of course, gonna just re-up again with whoever. which is crazy. I don't know what the hell y'all got going on like out there.
It's
But
cool.
John Lynch, executive of the year, once again.
It's cool.
Does it again.
So this one real big news. Mike Evans stays in Tampa. Baker stays in Tampa.
100 mil, man.
That
is big news. How's that not big news? I got a whole soliloquy for Baker.
We kind of knew Mike Evans was coming back though. Everybody was saying Detroit, but
who said Detroit?
I heard a lot of. I'm
a lot of Detroit fans thinking, "Come on, exactly."
Detroit,
we're getting Mike Evans. We're getting L'Jarius Sneed. We're getting Tyreek Hill. You talk to a Lions fan, they about to get Patrick Mahomes over here.
We about to get T. Higgins.
Hey, bro. We had one good season. Everybody would have come to Detroit. Hey, nigga, this is not Miami, nigga. This is not Miami, bro.
But can I touch on Baker though, real quick? Like,
yeah, go crazy.
That young man is gifted, bro. Like from first overall to can't find a job, man. Leaving the Panthers, taking a 6-week deal with the Rams, balling out, getting a second chance, third chance, fourth chance. And what has Baker done? I don't think Baker has played for the same OC for back-to-back seasons in his career to this point. And what has he done? He's got another $100 million contract because he goes out there and he balls. Baker is that guy, man. That young man is gifted. So shout out to Baker.
But it's a program down there.
That deal, bro.
It's a program.
With his many playbooks he's seen
down there.
So I just told y'all how hard it is to learn a playbook in the NFL. Baker don't learn a new playbook every single year. Like
he got a job in TV or he got a job being a coordinator.
Yeah,
he got a job in TV or he got a job being a coordinator if he chooses to be so. Because from college to the pros, bro, that's a lot of football. It's a lot.
He done played in every system there is, from the West Coast to the run and shoot, everything.
You think he a dog at Madden?
Baker's elite at Madden, I guarantee it.
Yeah,
you gotta be a dog.
Baker's a dog. I know he a dog for sure.
He just run randoms, bro. He don't even pick a team. He just run randoms. He's good anywhere.
He put him on any team. He just ball.
Yeah,
he just ball.
So the Bengals let go of Mixon, as we know, and they replaced him with Zach Moss. But
nice pickup. That's a good pickup.
Being shot
must be mentioned. Let's talk about T.
T asked for a trade, but we don't know if he's gonna get
Detroit. Now I've heard a lot of people say Detroit for T. Higgins. I've heard that.
You know what's crazy? T not going nowhere, bro.
I don't think he is.
They just franchise tagged him. They're not about to trade him unless the offer is insane. And who's willing to make that offer right now? It's got to be a desperate team.
It would have been Carolina,
right?
Before they got Deontay Johnson. It would have been.
Exactly.
What about the Vikings for Justin Jefferson?
Fuck no, but I can see that boy going to the Giants. I can see him going.
No, I'm saying for some, not just Justin Jefferson, but for some more than that. You know what I'm saying?
But like a team, just like I said, who may need him, I can see it being the Giants. So you know what? Fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it. I can see him doing that. But other than that, though, just like you said, he's not going nowhere.
The Giants grabbed Brian Burns, man. They're trying to go all in at some point, bro. Like at some point, you got to start winning games, man. And I think the Giants are actually trying now. But I don't think T's gonna get his trade request granted.
Yeah,
I feel like he'll be playing Cincy this year.
He playing out this season. He playing out this season for sure. Because honestly, if I'm him, I would like to get traded because my value was high, but I wouldn't mind playing with Joe Burrow one more year. That's the risk, though. But now you're really playing with that risk because he could get hurt again, X, Y, and Z, this and third. But at the end of the day, bro, you really not in the bad squad.
Regardless, he's making top dollar for this year anyway. Like he wants a long-term deal, but he's making top dollar this year. So as long as he can stay healthy and he gonna produce. So I feel like he's straight, bro. Just play this one more year out, hit free agency for real, and go find a home.
Another hot topic at this point. Now, Ryan Clark made a great point on Get Up This Morning. Every day that goes by, Justin Fields' value declines,
drops.
Is it safe to say he might just be staying in Chicago and might be the quarterback of the future? I believe I didn't want to believe it until I thought about that shit.
You should just ask your question and answer.
I don't know. I think
he didn't. He didn't, but like it's an interesting question that seems like it was a week ago that seemed impossible, right? Like
impossible.
But there's a chance that Okay, so I feel like even if he stays, I feel like he will still have trade value. So I still think they grab Caleb 1, but Fields' value will be during training camp or during the season when a starting quarterback goes down or something. That's when his value will raise back up. But during this window, his value is definitely going down. Like Gardner Minshew's getting 10 million from the Raiders while Justin is chilling. And there's
just shipped off Jimmy G, by the way. So it's Aiden O'Connell and Gardner.
Which I think they'll draft a quarterback as well. I was telling Caleb this. I think that's a Phoenix spot. Yeah, I think that's a Phoenix spot.
Yep.
Phoenix.
Mike Dick.
Sounds right. Sounds right
Mike
for Mike
Dick.
Cock.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, bro, like yeah, anyway. There was one more I wanted to talk about that I definitely
honestly, if I can see anybody trading for him, I can see Fields going to Seattle on some crazy shit.
I would actually love that though.
Me too.
Like, yeah, I think that would be a good spot for him.
Like Seattle on some crazy shit. I can see that happening.
Sorry.
But at the end of the day, is he gonna end up like Trey Lance, or like Trey Lance just Trey Lance in the gulag? I don't think he ever gonna touch the field.
No, he too talented to be Trey Lance.
Yeah, he got too much film out there to be Trey Lance.
You literally don't know with dog. So I say he figure it out. I hope he get a second life. But I was in Chicago this past weekend, and Chicago won't Justin Fields.
Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah, the city love Fields,
pops.
bro.
Chicago won't Justin Fields.
GDs want him. The should heard from my pops this weekend. Hey, we want to keep Fields. We like Fields.
Right. Yeah, it was like everybody need a quarterback that can run. Ain't no more statues. We don't need this and that. He's showing he can do stuff. They just need to build. Like this is like real conversations.
They don't got no O-line.
Facts.
And you just shipped off y'all number 2 receiver. Y'all couldn't keep him. So
whoa. Is there a chance they go trade back and just grab Joe Alt to play opposite of Barnett that they drafted last year? Joe Alt is like 6'10", bro. Like he's
a generational. They say he's a generational talent right now.
Yeah, is there a chance they do that and just like pass on Caleb? Let Caleb go to Washington. Let him go home. Reunite with Cliff.
You trade down, get Joe Alt, and then get like Rome Odunze, Keon Coleman. Yeah, you in a good spot.
You're in a good spot, bro. Because
you better go Joe Alt Marv. You better figure something out. You better
Marv gonna be gone by then. Marv.
Yeah, I mean it depends on where you go.
If you trade back to 3,
if you trade back to 3, so say somebody wants to get in front of Washington, right, to get the number 1 pick. Who the Patriots possibly? Maybe they playing ball now. No, maybe they want to jump. Maybe not the Patriots. What if it's the Giants? What if it's the G-Men?
Maybe
people sleep, bro. I feel like they in the making moves type of time, bro.
You're not wrong. I can see it happening.
Dale Jones to the Bears. Oh my god. No, I'm playing.
Shit bagged it.
Yeah, Swift would be sick to them up.
Swift would be sick.
Get this contract back, nigga.
I rescind this. Y'all said y'all don't do nothing stupid. Yeah, dog. This is a nice little theory.
Mike, I like that you brought that up, Mike, because I definitely wasn't thinking about that, but there's a chance that the Bears could get freaky with number 1.
Man, look, it's a lot of value. Like, everybody trying to call them crazy, bro, because they're like, y'all had it 2 years in a row. But the thing is, you got to understand, if you plug Caleb in that system, there's no guarantee that he going to do what Fields ain't been doing. Like, he don't got no weapons out there. Ain't nobody going to protect his ass. He got one person, DJ Moore. DJ Moore spoke out and said, hey, I want to keep Fields. And I would assume that the majority of the team probably feel that too.
Yep.
But we aren't a GM. Ryan Poles at this point, he like, my job on the line. So if I'm Ryan Poles, I'm taking Caleb because he's a generational talent. He probably going to buy me 2 more years at least.
I'm tweaking,
I don't think Ryan Poles' job is on the line though, because I think Chicago is one of those few franchises that move slowly, bro. Real talk, like even like when it comes to getting off Matt Nagy, they took their time before they fired Matt Nagy. Matt Nagy should have been gone a year or two before he left. Like they kind of moved slowly. Ryan Poles is a young, promising GM, bro. What did he just do? He just traded last year and got the #1 overall pick from Carolina, bro.
Quarterback twice. And didn't take quarterback twice. His ass is grass. You seen Stroud?
Not yet.
Come on, man. Look, his ass is grass. He don't do what he got to do with that shit. He gonna be assed out. And that's the most screwed up part is because if they didn't need this shit, he probably wouldn't be up against the grain. I keep Fields. I'd be like, you know what? Let me give you some pieces. Joe Alt is a great piece. Great piece. But the thing is, if you don't grab a quarterback at 1, you better be sure that you make the playoffs this year. You have to make the playoffs. Because if you don't, it's gonna be a lot of people saying you could have grabbed Caleb, you should have grabbed Caleb. You had this opportunity, you passed like on it twice, and
Caleb got to be good where he land for him to say that. But I don't want to stick on this. I don't want to stick on this too long, bro, because we got the drive. We got a drive coming up soon, and we can talk about it more then. But we missed another big signing, Derrick Henry to the Ravens.
Yeah, that shit gonna be insane.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So I feel like this works for him because it takes some carries off him because Lamar gonna get some of the workload too. Which in Tennessee it was just Ryan Tannehill turned around, handed off, and Derrick Henry go.
So I think if they had him in that playoff game, the game plan would have been completely different. Because I think, brother, the RBs only had 6 carries that game or something like that, something crazy. So I think, just like you said, this helps tremendously for Lamar and the offense. Crazy, because now you know that one, they got a good receiver out there who can go deep. You got tight end who's there.
If you got Keaton Mitchell, who is a change of pace back off Derrick Henry.
Justice Hill's a nice back too. He's a nice back too out there. You throw him out there.
Yeah.
If the Ravens get one more receiver, because Odell is a free agent this year, right?
I think he signed 2 year. I think he signed a 2 year last year. I think it was a 2 year, $18 million deal or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, if they get a chance to keep Odell, then I can see the Ravens again doing what they do best, is going out there and having a time. But with Henry out there in that backfield, that shit's scary. Like, you don't know if you're gonna get your ass ran over or juked out your socks. Like, that shit's scary.
Yeah, I think he's more durable than these other backs we've been seeing out of there, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, true.
He really ain't been a hurt guy. So
yeah, that's insane. But
these other Ravens running backs,
they got his ass for a cheap price too. He got like $9 million guaranteed.
Yeah,
well, they ain't got no choice. They just gave Lamar the bank.
Shit, I'm sure. I'm sure if they got a chip, he'll probably pull him home. Hey,
but you got to get the chip first.
I know.
And Lamar.
I don't know that nigga Lamar.
Patrick Mahomes
he
got paid
out with
first
the nigga for 2 years. He earned that bread. He might have shit up.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes got paid first too before he started talking about restructuring. So then he won. Then he was like, "Oh, it's."
Yeah,
but
it is exactly that.
The Giants signed Gerald Everett. Well, not the Giants. The Bears signed Gerald Everett. So
the Bears about to be straight next year. I'm just saying it right now, bro. They making all the right moves, all the proper moves. They re-signed Jalen Johnson. They're going to be nice next year, bro. I don't care where they go at quarterback.
So who going to be poop?
I think the Vikings might be poop again.
The Vikings have a big question mark at quarterback next year. That's their biggest issue.
They signed a lot of defensive players in free agency.
They're letting B-Flow cook. They're letting Brian Flores cook, bro.
Sam Darnold. They signed Sam Darnold.
Yep.
Which obviously isn't oh my God. But
Sam Darnold, Nick Mullins banging it out.
Yeah. Giants signed Drew Lock.
I seen that.
Yeah.
Mason Rudolph is a Titan. Calvin Ridley is a Titan.
Yep.
Ridley
and D Hop.
I'm telling you, a lot of people going to the ops. A lot of people going to the ops, bro. Jordan Poyer playing for the Dolphins now. A lot of people this.
Wow.
It's the year of the ops, bro.
Year to get back,
man. The get back, motherfucker.
It's the year to get back for sure.
Year to get back.
The Panthers signed Josie Jewell.
Oh, they did?
The Eagles signed Devontae Parker.
I seen that.
Don't care.
I seen that.
Sorry, I don't.
Hey, this tweet petty, bro. The hashtag Bears have signed Simone Biles' husband, safety Jonathan. That shit petty. That shit petty as
wow.
They grabbed him.
That shit petty, bro. But yeah, the Bears gonna be straight. Their defense was good. Texas signed Danielle Hunter.
Yeah, that's what it was. I said Zadarius Smith, bro. It was Danielle Hunter.
They signed Danielle Hunter. But Saints have agreed to terms with Chiefs linebacker Willie Gay.
Okay.
What?
Big play Willie Gay.
Yeah, big play Willie Gay.
This nigga trying to get us canceled, bro.
Man, Carolina Panthers signed Deontay Johnson. So they got younger. Okay.
He's gonna be a good separator for Bryce Young, man. He will.
Yeah, nice.
He'll get open. He'll get open. Now he'll be outside for sure.
Yeah. Raiders release Hunter Renfrow.
Oh, for real?
Yep. Eric Kendricks goes to the Niners.
They released Hunter Renfrow. Damn.
All-Pro Ronnie Stanley has reworked his contract. See, he was due $15 million this year. Now he plays on less in his base, but has upside to reach and surpass the 26. Oh, okay. Okay, so he reduced he helped their cap space.
Quick cleanup: Eric Kendricks is with Dallas.
Oh, he didn't sign?
No, he signed with Dallas, or he's going to.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
that's what I said.
Ago. My bad.
Melly just changed it.
Oh, yep. Cuz went to Dallas.
Okay.
So it's gonna be interesting draft. It's gonna be interesting draft this year to see who gets who.
Morgan Moses to the Jets.
Morgan Moses
tackle.
What the Jets gonna do? What the Jets?
Texans are trading Malik Collins to the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
So we got the New York 49ers, we got the Houston 49ers, and we got the San Francisco 49ers. Niggas just scooping their personnel like, hey, I need dog. Let me get them more.
Hey, if you got them
Houston,
ties,
Miami, and San Francisco Niners.
Hey, if you got them ties, we gonna yank them bitches. I ain't gonna lie to you, brother.
Yeah, it's all good. They just swapping players. They're like, you gonna have to give me
what I just
back
thought about, bro. You was in Chicago a week before St. Patrick's Day. Was the lake
it wasn't
green yet?
I already knew what you was gonna say. It wasn't.
Oh, they weak for that.
Somebody from my job going down this weekend to watch him die the lake.
About to get crazy. You about to get crazy.
Yeah. It might get a little crazy. Dane Jackson to sign with the Panthers. Chargers released Mike Williams. We already talked about that. We don't care about Brett Rippon. He's a backup.
Man, let's hold up. Let's talk women's college hoops really quick because me and Chaz touched on this a couple.
I'm tapped in. What's up,
man? Hey, SC might win it all. I got SC winning it all. LSU looked really good, bro. But SC are 32-0 right now.
Yeah,
and they playing hungry. They playing hungry, bro.
They are.
I got SC winning it all. Not Southern California, South Carolina.
Let
me be fair, because
when you initially said SC, I thought USC. I did, and then you said
I knew what you were talking about because you said women's hoop.
Like, okay.
I put two and two together on that one.
Yeah, no.
Well, Juju Watkins going crazy at USC, so
she a dog. She a dog. Freshman like of the year type beat. She a dog, but she take too many shots. She the whole team.
Yep.
That line was crazy. He was like 8 for 31.
So peep this. South Carolina is going to be playing without Cardozo. They big the first round. So they should be fine in the first round. It shouldn't be an issue. But the way I look at it, I feel like it's a 3-4 horse race, right? I said 3. You told me it was a 4-horse race because I believed it was South Carolina, LSU, and Iowa. And then you told me Stanford also could win this. And then also you can never count out UConn. I mean, it's UConn. You never know. Page might get hot. If Page get hot, it's up. So I say I say South Carolina can lose to LSU, but they won't. They shouldn't. They should sweep them. They should go 3-0 against them this year. I don't think Iowa can beat LSU. I think LSU will punish Iowa in the paint. But I think LSU does kind of pose the biggest threat to South Carolina still, even though they just lost them twice.
Yeah.
I feel like in a one-off though, Caitlin Clark could get hot and beat anyone in the country. Like she can get hot at any moment. So
they can't start slow though.
Regular season, it was close. When they played this past weekend, it was close. So that's like one of them Alabama Georgia type games where it's like,
Alabama LSU back in the day.
It really can go like either way. Like if you really have a good game. The thing is, I just see SC on a real life revenge tour. Like I think
Dawn Staley not playing.
Yeah, I don't care who you got on your team. I don't care if you got a Haley Van Lith, Andrew Reese. We coming for that head.
Right.
Pause. But
we're talking about
Kim Mulkey is great, bro. Just watching her after the game, after they got in that fight. Kim, like, I wish she would have pushed Angel Reese like that. Like, pick on somebody your own size. I'm like, Kim Mulkey is about it. Like, let them big girls bang it out. They like, Kim Mulkey is on that, dog. Like, that's the type of leader you need.
Women's sports,
a real leader of women.
It's ever been, bro. Women's sports is the hottest it's ever been.
A real leader of women, bro.
So can they shoot the fade? Why don't you just let them get the 30 instead of lowering the rims? Like just let them quick 30. Quick 30. You don't need to lower the rims. We just get a quick 30.
Cardozo going 36-0, nigga.
He shoved the shit out that girl, bro. That shit fatty, bro.
We need a quick 30 like hockey real quick.
She did, dog.
Keep it spicy.
They said her brother jumped on the court, dog. Like
you seen?
Yeah, he did.
I didn't know if that was her brother or not. I didn't know if that was a random rumor. But bro got on that, bro. I'm like, Cardozo might sleep you, bro.
It was hilarious. He hopped on the court, then he hooked up and seen how tall she was. He was like, oh, big.
Hey, that nigga hopped on the court and then said, "Hold me back, bro."
Hey, go for the legs,
they
big brother.
bucking out here. They real like they banging out here.
He thought it was sweet. Then he got up close, bro. He said, "Hold me back, bro."
Oh, you big in real life.
He got snatched up by the cops so quick on purpose.
And you gotta remind you, she not American. She don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
None of it.
She don't give a fuck about none of that shit. She a real G.
None of it.
This shit crazy. But
what about the men's tourneys, bro? We got a conference championship weekend this weekend, so that'll be fun. I know I'll be tapped in on Thursday.
I think Michigan just tipped off, in the Big Ten.
Stop playing, bro. Hey, Jamal was at the Catholic game. Boy, he on that recruiting trail right now.
Yeah,
look at recruiting.
Michigan State get a point guard that can play all the games.
Squeaking into the tournament at this point, but
squeaking.
They better win a game.
But it's on Owens Mark, so this is what we wait for all year.
Not really.
Squeak into the tournament and actually get in the tournament and see what happens.
Not really. He really don't. Niggas just be saying that.
Stop playing.
Y'all be holding y'all breath when y'all get that first ride after y'all the bullshit the last month.
Hey, everybody anybody can be beat, bro. Look at Purdue. Anybody can be beat, bro. It's a tournament, bro.
I think Purdue gonna be on that this year. I think Purdue gonna be on that this year, though.
I don't.
Potentially.
I think this is their year to actually like tap in, because I was watching Zach Edey play against I want to say it was Iowa.
Yeah,
bro is a lot different than he was last year, bro. Last year he was a big fumbling Frankenstein type nigga. This year that nigga looks smooth, bro. He looked like he in shape. He moved better. He moving his feet, and he a walking double. He's 7'3".
To your point though, people saying he moving his feet a little bit too much. They saying boy traveling.
And he shooting
like almost every possession.
So what? Is they gonna call it? If not,
so you know they're not gonna get Big Ten refs. They're gonna get different refs. This stuff
they're not gonna call it.
Go in there. They're gonna.
He's the national player of the year. They're not
gonna
take him out
he getting in foul trouble. You think they care about him being a national player of the year? They don't give a damn.
Yes, nigga. This is a product. You have to sell your biggest stars, bro. This is a product.
If they're selling their biggest stars, they would have went somewhere in the tourney last year. Whack.
Not necessarily.
The real star is Rob Dillingham.
Baby Dilly.
Him.
That's who I want to see get a ring. I want to see him win it all, bro. He a star. He a star, bro. Rob Dillingham. He a hooper. That's a hooper.
Yeah,
he was out there. He was hooping against Tennessee this weekend. We was all live chat and tapped into that game. That game was crazy. Dalton Connect went for 40. I think Connect might be one of those tourney guys, right? Like we have him every year. He might be the nigga
mind.
this year to go for 40 every game.
But Shepard was losing his mind too. Let's not sleep.
Yeah, no, Reed Shepard is better than Dillingham right now. Like Reed Shepard is the best freshman in the country, bro, and he's
going
shooting the lights out, dude. He went 7 for 9 from deep.
It don't matter. It was going in the net. I don't care.
Yeah, Kentucky is in a 1-game setting. Nobody want to see Kentucky, bro. Nobody
at all. Nobody want to see Kentucky at all. But you get them in that tournament where them boys get tired. You don't know. You might catch them boys. You don't know with these small schools.
Nah, they
Oakland might catch some boys. Oakland might just catch some boys. No, they ain't a tournament now.
I'm running High Point.
They might run into Princeton or somebody that get real surgical. Princeton might really come touch Kentucky.
Run a real offense on them. Something crazy.
Something crazy. But
we see it every year. Princeton gonna beat somebody. Just mark your calendar. Just throw it in the bet slip right now. Round 1, Princeton's getting a dub.
I got a Princeton High Point slip. I'm about to put the Princeton High Point Oakland.
Bro. Yeah, I might come with a crazy underdog ticket that first round because I'm with it happening. I can see it happening something crazy.
Lead the way.
I can see happening something crazy. What's up with the hockey slips, man?
Hockey is as good as it's ever been right now, bro. It's all over the place, bro. Anybody's getting knocked off these days. Like nobody's really got us in a chokehold, bro. Like as soon as you think somebody is getting hot and you can trust them, they get knocked off, like the Oilers or like the Avs or the Panthers. So hockey's been a little rough lately, but we still been whacking their head.
Man, we still eat, but great pod, guys.
Yes, great pod. Because I'm definitely about to get us up out of here. I'm gonna clip up the Sy interview. I'm gonna clip up the free agency talk, and we're gonna put them out on YouTube, dog.
It's been a pleasure. Girls hoop talk too.
It's been a pleasure, my boy. It's gonna be at the end of the pod, bro. You do it then. But without further ado, I'm gonna get us up. Wait, hold on. Subscribe before we leave. If you made it to the end,
say like, bitch.
It's been a pleasure as always. Thank you.